Waec platform. TTPTB. Oh yeah. Unale we pledge, we love and loyalty. To we sweet, sweet mama salute. Now we all come together as well on. For tomorrow, now we go make salute.
This one is a special dedication to all the people of the station. Real. All the lovers of radio democracy. All the lovers of radio land. The voice of the masses. Hear this. Come on. Komon-Tok selector. Komon-Tok selector. 98.1. The voice of the people. Radio democracy. Radio democracy. Radio democracy. On news, views, and entertainment. Radio democracy. Radio democracy. Radio democracy. On news, views, and entertainment. The true voice of the people. Radio D, to you there's no equal.
Second to none. Radio D, you're still number one.
You are the voice of the voiceless. You are the choice of the voiceless.
Real.
Sure. Yeah.
Check it out. Check it.
You they teach and preach, but good governance.
Real.
You want to see we country advance. You not get party, stand for democracy. You give everybody a chance.
98.1.
Radio democracy. Radio democracy. Radio democracy. On news, views, and entertainment. Radio democracy. Radio democracy. Radio democracy. On news, views, and entertainment.
Radio democracy. 98.1. We believe in no political party. We have no region. We have no tribe. We believe
Radio
not.
Democracy, the true voice of the people.
According to reports with Il Salon du Chaussee, maternal mortality will reduce from over 400 per 100,000 baht to less than 300 in the country. According to the gender focal person, the National Disaster Management Agency, Agnes Farmer, the agency don't introduce disaster management as part of the curriculum for primary school them. And today inside the program, Radio Democracy, go look inside the concern them. Who say Waec say over 30,000 picking them not get for seats the Waec exam this year because they're not registered with them.
Well, this and plenty other stories for inside the program this morning. Remember, see the list we live on www.radiodemocracy.sl and self from Radio Partner them. Radio Shalom 89.5 na Koinaduga and Falabadi Street. Same also on Radio Maleng 88.5 and Radio 1G 11.3 na Pujondi Street. Radio Colenta 90.0 na Cambia. Radio Moa 105.5 na Kailang. Vopari Radio na Waterloo. Voice of Sando na Konodi Street. Voice of Karine na Kamakwe on 98.0. Voice of Masuru na Pujondi Street. The program na Good Morning Salon will come to you live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. You will listen and want to take part in this program. You can send in a message on the number 077-981-981.
The program Good Morning Salon they continue. We start for look at issues. We will say the project officer na Center for Accountability and the Rule of Law, Carl Aliet say the Building Accountability System through Empowered Community Project we in the implements at the country now will help make transparency the pan local revenue collection na local council na the country. He talk this way Carl all meeting with local organizations them across the country. For more on this, we join Matthew Momo.
Building accountability system, empowered community, basic. Now one project with Center for Accountability and Rule of Law, CAR, and other local NGO them like IGR, IRN, Budget Advocacy Network, BAN, and other one them they implement for look inside decentralization, service delivery, and revenue collection for local council community development na the country. For sake of this, CAL and then other local body there don't get support from USAID for trained people from different sectors like CSO, media, council staff and traditional leaders, panting them where they affect decentralization, service delivery, and revenue collection. Now 6 pilot districts now the country. During the training, now Western Area Rural District Ward C, now Waterloo. Now the last side on this training, the project officer Ali Timbo give the background for the project.
Building accountability systems through empowered communities, based for short, a consortium of 5 NGOs. And all NGOs are local-based NGOs. Now, as part of the mandate as CAR, the organization, and for them, we contribute to 2 expected outcomes. That's 1, we will contribute to citizens' participation in local governance and political process. With this project, we also contribute inside to make sure say the local revenue is very, very transparent, and local councils, chief authorities are more responsive to citizens' demand. So when we get a very transparent local revenue mobilization, then the utilization will be transparent. At the end of the day, their money in the day, they will be able to use that for look at the basic needs and respond to what the people want.
The project officer Ali Timbo continues say,
the project is centered around 6 districts. We get Karine, we get Western Rural, we get Falaba, get Komon-Tok, Komon-Tok, and Wayamba. So waiting at the village today are like for climax and Western Rural. And this kind of group also exists. This training will get to look at 4 categories what I mentioned. We get the CSOs, we get the media, we get the traditional authorities, and we get council. All the 4 categories of people there, they inside this particular group.
18 people benefit from this training. We form group when a district local development accountability group, we for look inside some panditin them, where authority then they do pan service delivery and revenue collection. Radio democracy. Talk to some pandem. Now this group and now this then be get for say.
Today's training, we only know about the bottlenecks of service delivery. And few of them bottlenecks then now things that we council don't they suffer from. One, na like so they get late transfer of funds. And then community awareness. Sometimes the community people, they're not they be aware about the things then we for do for revenue collection. Now we don't get councillors then today, chief mayor and headman then at this training. They self don't know say, they self your responsibility there for help sensitize the community so that they will know how for do revenue collection.
We talk of the bureaucracy, the time where they take for go do paperwork before this thing they come. Then we also look at participation from the communities. Sometimes some project the way you go and can deliver service to the people. If that service way they bring come for the people, not to their felt need, they find out say they go get negative attitude towards that. But with this understanding what we don't get, I believe so we were able to cut it down so we come in there for make they see the reality. Say anything we come for the community, we all for participate for like that in there, then we go become we all own property, we all go benefit from it.
If proper decentralization be that go help effective service and revenue collection go day, where this go make local council and other authority then will do them will find one for the Society for Radio Democracy. Matthew Momo, the report.
The program Good Morning Salon, they continue inside the program now with the take one of the others to read them outside the Minister of Tourism and Cultural Affairs. Nabila Tunis don't say the ministry ready for partner with different organizations them so that they go able to train tour guides them and set invest and tourism na in Aduga and Falabadi Street. Nabila Tunis talk this with the Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs together with them partner them go Waec and Komon-Tok for see the different natural touristic sites them as part of the ministry in travel and hospitality campaign. Jaffa service get more and gonna reports.
Any tell people can read the name Land of Powerful Mixture. The first place we can come to mind na Komon-Tok as the reason for this name. Now because this place they host but over 5 different tribes them and them people here they live like any peaceful salon person. But one thing where God bless Kabbalah with and the natural sites them where they na this ground we can make plenty time tourists them can want for go na this tongue.
There are certain things that the way really attract the tourism for Canada place. One, you look at the scenery, one of the biggest mountain away fall in Falaba district, but it used to be Kwenadugu. But now we don't to call them Bintumani Mountain. We get an other area where they call Lake Sonfo. It's one of the best lake. However, then tell you it is nice. You go there, you see the wonders of God waiting to do that lake. We get Warana Agala also get a cave where this a cave, then be like a house. During the war time, people let me go there for go seek refuge with the people of Konadugu district. We are very rich in tradition. So we want to welcome you. See, as you have come, consider Konadugu district to be one of your pillars. The ideas, the talent we have, as far as tourism is concerned, we will make sure we share with you.
You've been listening to Honorable PC Ali Bala Samba Mara III, na Konadugu district, one of the paramount chief for Sembe Chiefdom, and the member of parliament where they represent the people as even they welcome the Ministry of Tourism and then partner them. And self tell them what the natural sites them where they get na Kabbalah-Tong. Now for sake of them sites they are make the former Minister of Works, Honorable Peter Bareku Conte, be invites the Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs with them partner them. For go see the natural sites them where God bless Kabbalah-Tong with, we make it tell the ministry and partner them. But the thing them, wait them for investment for help get trend to the country in tourism and culture.
Therefore, we want to draw the attention of government to invest in tourism in Konadugu and to promote tourism in Konadugu and Palaba because of what we have. That's why every end of year, we organize the end of year cultural festival, which is attracting thousands of people to Kabbalah. On that note, we would like to partner with the Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs to be sourcing resources to organize the end of year cultural festival every year. Secondly, we would like the ministry to train the voluntary tour guides that we have in Kabbalah, about 12 of them, but not only those in Kabbalah, but also in other towns.
After this, the ministry and in partner them been go work on a different parts them like the Warawara Yagala Mountain, Bintumani Mountain, Komon-Tok and Seneca Dugu Hill, outside community people, wait up na them place they are, been display culture them, and say, been tell the ministry why government for invest panentia. Let we listen to waiting have been the Minister of Tourism and Cultural Affairs, Nabila Tunis, in response, as he say.
I hear you, Minister, and I hear you, Deputy Chairperson. Your request also resonates very closely with what we're doing as a ministry. We have the Travel and Hospitality Month, and during this month, we're not only visiting places for us to learn about other touristic areas that we can, visit within the country or that we can enjoy within the country, but we're also using this opportunity to bring our hospitality, what we're known for as a people. But we're also using this opportunity to increase that hospitality to a very professional level. So we will be happy to partner with organization and any other organization to train, those personnel who fall within the hospitality industry. We'd also be happy to train tour guides, and we'll be more than happy to also share our knowledge to help to build this capacity for Konadugu.
Concern with people na Komasalia been get. Now that they want to make government help them with contact of people. We go to buy them vegetable them. As they say, plenty time the vegetable them can point at the hand. We make the deputy director at the Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs, Idrissa Tunkla Bangua. They advise people na Kabbalah-Tong for continue for the protect and forest them.
Dearly family them, really happy for the Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs for preserve and conserve, the mountain end to make the market Kabbalah. The Warawara mountain and for maintenance. The Luma mountain for maintenance. The animals they are not keep them, well protect them. The timber, the trees they not protect them, well preserve and protect them. To call them the Luma mountain. We used to make it the Luma mountain because of their wild outline show.
During the time, we plenty tried them with the display and culture them. The traditional healer them, self been display some magic for people for see. We make the head of the traditional healer them na Kabbalah-Tong, Mohammed Sheikh Umara, talk about how them as traditional healer them, one for begin give support to the health sector in the country.
They're looking at the traditional aspect with the traditional healers. We they plead because we need help. One of the help that we need from the government, we want let the government help we for now get a hospital or a clinic for the traditional healers. When we get down there, anybody will come out downside, will come up here for say he need medicine. We will able to go to that place there. Whatever na the problem, we will able to assist you. Then you get your time back for go as a healthy somebody.
This worker with the Ministry of Tourism and partner do, according to the ministry, now that they in line with the theme for February, when we are traveling and hospitality. As this team, the ministry say, now one way for make the able for see different side them and partner with people them who go help for make the able for turn their sites there also as touristic sites them for bring plenty couple for the country, for the Society for Radio Democracy. Jaffa Davis, the report.
The program is still listening to now. Good morning, Salon. We come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM inside the program. If you just join they look at concern them. We come up from parents and some schools them who say they say Waec no get for register, but 30,000 picking them for take this year was because they no register with the organization or the institution.
The program Good Morning Salon, they continue inside the program now. We continue to look at more issues outside the gender focal points and the National Disaster Management Agency. Agnes Farmer don't say as way for prevent disaster, make the agency then introduce disaster management na primary school. Agnes Farmer talk this inside one capacity building training where humanitarian open street map team with Sano Red Cross Society get with different women group them. For more on this, make we join Karifa to content.
Strengthening gender resilience against disaster projects in Sierra Leone. Na project where humanitarian open street map team together with Salon Red Cross Society they implement na Salon as we forgive capacity building to organization them on disaster response. This project they say also provide micro grant opportunity to organization them through application process and network. And as we for implement this project, make they don't start 1 week capacity training. As we forgive Sabi to organization them on disaster response. Kata Daipa, na the senior project manager, na humanitarian open street map team. Talk more about within this training they bought.
Under the Strengthening Gender Against Disaster, this program is being conducted in 3 countries, Sierra Leone, of course, Senegal, and the Cameroon. We are geared on identifying grassroots women organizations and building their portfolio in disaster management and providing them with the required and necessary open source technology and tools that will help drive their programs and activities. And so we think that by providing this tool and this capacity in the hands of women, they will be able to more formally strengthen not just the kind of national disaster response and mitigation strategy, but it will be able to kind of create a more formal movement at the community level.
Inside Komon-Tok, the national coordinator for this project, na Salon Red Cross Society, Mariatu Tamba, talk about the importance of this project.
Women are agents of change and they play significant role when disaster occurs. And most times women suffer a lot. I work for the program with the Sierra Leone Red Cross Society and we deal with disaster. Most times we deal with men. All of the communities that we work, 144 people, they are all men. So when the open streets wanted to do this, they said they are going to target women. Because most times, if you see the criteria by the NDMA for disaster, it comprises mostly of men. One, to empower a women organization to use the open mapping tool to be able to cascade the training to other women organizations, create awareness in their communities or disaster-prone areas.
As they get the mandate for put measures in place, we will prevent disaster in the country, make the gender focal point that the National Disaster Management Agency, Agnes Farmer, talk about within the agency don't they do for prevent disaster in the country.
Then also one big thing we have done for the past 8 years is the incorporation of disaster management into primary school curriculum. We have succeeded in doing that. We work together with the Ministry of Education, at least, to ensure that that has been achieved. That is what we actually do. These volunteers and bloggers, you see the website pages, right? Yeah, all those basis you can access information, which sells out the good work that NDMA is doing.
Inside Komon-Tok, the Assistant Director na the Ministry of Gender and Children's Affairs, Anita Esther Momo, say they don't make sure say they involve women and picking them by all the activity them.
What we don't do over the years as a ministry when it comes to disaster management, first, we always want to make sure say gender is integrated into whatever we do. When we get any emergency in Sierra Leone, we make sure as a ministry we get a standalone pillar for sure say women and girl picking their business be integrated into the programs. When we get Ebola, Corona, we get a pillar where they talk about psychosocial support, where they talk about say this pillar they deal with the needs of women. Why we say the needs of women? Most times in societies, when we get crisis period, the need of a woman is different from the need of a man.
But within this training, mean to the woman organization, yeah.
I think it's essential because when it comes to disaster management, women and children are mostly affected when it comes to disaster. So it's essential that this training is happening for women mostly. One of the major things that I learned is that the Disaster Management Act was incorporated in the primary school curriculum, which is essential for children to know more about disaster management whilst they are still in the young age.
I'm Ms. Kaula from Strong Girls Evolution. Well, to me, I think this training is just something that we need to get often because it's not everybody around that gets to know more about disaster management, especially young girls and women. Telling them to do more of this often in different areas like law, accounting, bringing different people, making it so common for business people.
The woman organization they end up say, then go ensure they implement all within they don't learn from this capacity training. We will help prevent disaster in the country. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Mastan Sware, the report.
The program is still listening to now. Good morning, Salon. We come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. As we mentioned earlier, inside one Pawi headline stories them today inside the program. Radio Democracy go talk to representative from the West African Examination Council, Waec, and also a representative from the private school union. We, according to them, about 30,000 of picking them named or left for SECA this year was, we, according to Waec, them picking are not registered with them. Well, we get for can look at this issue for SECA. That's I want for welcome na the program. Saliu M. Kamara, Public Affairs Officer, West African Examination Council, Waec. Good morning and welcome to the program. Good morning, Salo.
Good morning. Good morning, Sierra Leoneans.
Okay, I also want to welcome Reverend Victor Davis, National Chairman, National Union of Private Schools. Good morning and welcome to the program. Good morning, Salon.
Good morning and good morning, listeners.
Okay. Well, inside 1951, government of Ghana, Salon, Liberia, and the Gambia being agreed for the Examination Council Ordinance. We established the West African Examination Council, Waec, inside 1952 as non-profit making organization with the mandate for conduct public exam na Anglophone West African country of Salon, Ghana, Gambia, and Liberia. For in line with their mandate, Waec Salon, they in preparation now for conduct the NPSC, Beke, and WAS. But for SECA, they was concerned on the common from schools, teachers, and parents. Them say Waec don't left out about 30,000 picking them way for take this year examination way according to Waec. Then them picking no register with them. But more on this inside the program, make we get them to gentlemen them inside the program. I'll begin with Saliu in line with our mandate and what I just read. Una in preparation for conduct 3 public exam them. Just give we updates how they on there now.
Well, as you rightly say, we mandate for conduct public examinations and you issue results at the end of the day. But you know, conduct exams, we just gap in the morning, you take paper, you go na center for conduct the exams, then you get 3 categories. So we na the first one, na the pre-examination process. Then the second one, you get the conduct of exams in self. Then the third one, you get the post-examination process. So now, the pre-examination arrangement, wherein you get what you call floating of entries. where they open up the portal now, we now online, they allow school authorities, whether private now or government assisted school, for let them enter them, candidates them. So then process them, they will don't start them from November last year up to, for was up to this February 28th, now we will lock portal. Then NPSC now and Beke in be don't lock February 12, we still stakeholder then we come back, they engage we, and we see say yes, we necessarily we open back, but now inside don't close. So for now, we don't close entries, we do on the preparation now for certain activity, then for let we meet up with target. We do not go clean at this country. Then say, hey, tomorrow we'll get physics, then later that physics did not day. Because most of the activity them, as far as conduct exams or conduct of examination is concerned, now out with the do. So now with the other preparation, we don't float entries, we don't give deadline, and now we don't close. We do on other activities, follow we meet up the target where the exam for starts May on to June.
Now, we just talk about 3 examinations them we now they prepare for MPSC, Beke, and WAS. We just don't conclude on the WAS. Let me look at the MPSC and Beke, who stage then they.
No, the NPSC and Beke not get any issue again. We not get any grumble from nobody because we don't meet with the request
just in the form of public education. How far the MPSC entries of the process, and when would they expect speaking them for take the exam?
Well, NPSC normally na first week inside May, where the government gets that time there for let them say, no, this trip, law we draw the time behind or law send them before, because in a national exams. So for Beke again, we can conduct them July, August. Government can come in back and say, no, law we adjust them and there. But for us now, international exams in fix. As the year they done, so they don't set up the new calendar for saying May, June. So then 2 exams there, I will tell you, all the entries we don't receive, the process then they on now, and at any time away government states say, this day now one law now conduct NPSC, now this day one law now conduct Beke, we don't ready for that.
All right, you just give updates about the NPSC, Beke, and Semoso was. But again, you mentioned about online portal. For somebody who will list you, maybe not come across this particular system. How it work?
Well, this online portal, yeah, because before the entries what they do, you go do on a computer. Later, you print hard copies of the candidate then details. You go to the office. But we see say constrained and the modern trend, they tell you now say technology is in place. It gets advantages them a lot where it be say they see certain things them. Sufferings then they will don't alleviate from even other principles them. So now this online portal who they open them like who be they do the old program again. The system will just incorporate and so that at the end of the day when you don't do the entries, you no need for can office for can submit. You just they submit online. But what you will do normally, the BRS, the old format we don't use for century, now will design again, will put them online. So as the portal open, you go, you download that BRS. You do all the entries online, you do all the necessary correction that you for even call candidates them provision day. We don't do your entries online, you call your candidate them one after the other for let them confirm the entry so that at the end of the day, which you they send the candidate and detail and subject will be correct. So at the end of the day, where they don't confirm now, you they come back for can upload now online where you don't need for Komok Kailaun again for Cam Kenima. You don't need for Komok Kubola again for Cam Kenima. So you will just submit online. Then that online they even they give feedback for say yes, you don't successfully submit the entries or you not successfully for submit. So waiting pending all and they tell you any error where they did the online portal, they tell you the feedback they did. So basically, now that's what I mean by the online portal for submit.
All right. Before we take a break inside the program and start for look at the issues we want to carry this morning for anything we can conduct was at the end of the day we can aware say or students in Canada democracy carries constantly on assist the results. The last was we know soon assist the results. After with that.
Well, examination where they conduct and if you conduct them credibly and you award the result to who that deserve. that result there. So, you know, we all know now this country, they, or even apart from this country, they see online wherein and they conduct exams and the activity there of the students, them, or the people waiting and they do there. If you hear say Waec withhold or cancel result, is because of examination irregularities. And any candidate will then find wanting for commit any offense, like this year we just don't do massive sensitization, or every year they print them here, they distribute them. We don't give out to schools and students them. We don't give them out. So all NTRO, no, they will get the offenses them where candidate they not for commit. Then where candidate commit the offense, then you get the penalties them. Where then the levy against them candidates then they. So that's why we don't engage stakeholders, them, anti-corruption and the ONS and the police, the school authorities, them, then CPSS, MBSSC. So don't do popularization of them documents there. So now everybody gets them. Most of the schools then get them, and even the rules and regulations for dealing with them case there of their irregularity case there will be done distribute back to school. Both soft copy, other one soft copy we give, other one hard copy we give. Then there were now we give a summary wherein the candidate go able to read now and say, oh, during the examination, then say, "La, not bring phone." During the examination, then say, "La, not bring even a blank sheet of paper." During the examination, then say, "are not for even insult or assault supervisor or invigilator." And we assault supervisor or invigilator, the penalty day, we if any candidates do that one day. So now then here what they do so that at least let nobody will go to center will find out, say, hey, we see somebody with phone. Who catch you with that phone, then you get for fill form. So no wonder one day. But still, who would they do so? Some students then they, inclusive of other school authority them, where they aid them back, then where you go, you catch out phone or you catch out paper, where they don't write, where you, yeah, if the student fill the form, at the end of the day, that student, they not forget the results. So now that make una can really say, Waec withhold result or cancel results.
Continue for stay with me inside the program. In name na Saliu Kamara, Public Affairs Officer, West Africa Examination Council, Waec. They inside the program, they talk about the process of within day now, and inside the program, we get for look at the concern from schools. Them say about 30,000 picking them name left out for the coming hours. The program like Good Morning Salon, the council from 98.1 FM. We go for a short break. We can continue.
We no go take you money and go. All time network problem. What's me go do now?
Go na any Salon Commercial Bank branch, kiosk or sub-agent them, all about na the country. Then get the money service business. You go able take money where they send for you na MoneyGram, Western Union, Small World, and Ria Money, where they over 150 country them. With the Ria and Small World, this na for we brother and sister there where they oversee. Then can able send money direct na Salon Commercial Bank accounts. Na Salonia, like the one they want bill us, or the one they we want kawaka, or for support them family them. Then can they oversee and put money inside them bank accounts.
How for do all this if I dey Ubayanda?
Easy, me brother. All you for do, now for download the Rare and Small World app them and put your personal information them. Now you that. Member say you forget valid ID card and the correct code where the person send for you for go take you money.
I want send money from your uncle upline.
No worry. Salon Commercial Bank column Salon Link, whether the local transfer and Million Salon Commercial Bank money, where anybody can go na any Salon Commercial Bank branch, kiosk, and then sub Salon Commercial Bank agents there. Any sign at the country and tell the teller say you want send money upline. Then go do your transaction and give you code where you go send to your uncle. But your uncle forget valid ID card and the code where they give you. Send it to them so it go take you money. Salon Commercial Bank they look for agents them where they do money transfer for partner with them.
Waiting at the sub agent.
Sub agents now people that will get business. We want for do money transfer service for Salon Commercial Bank. This service will give you good commission. So go na Salon Commercial Bank and go register or call them na this number here 077-714-792. Then go talk to you, find one.
Salon Commercial Bank, delivering value.
People will not go take you money and go.
The program is still listening to now Good Morning Salon, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy. 98.1 FM. If you just they join me today, they look at concerns from schools then for SICA this year was, but for SICA that we want to welcome now the program again with other studio guests, Reverend Victor Davis, and the chairman, National Union of Private Schools. Good morning once more and welcome to the program. Good morning, Salon.
Good morning again.
Okay, you don't get from Waec the process we said in now for SICA this year was entry, and you represent National Union of Private Schools as the chairperson. We not get concern for somebody they listen. What's in our concern for SICA the upcoming was?
We concern the method we Waec they use for conduct. We concern the method we Waec they use for conduct the exam this year. Previous year we used for upload CAS after the examination, and this year waiting Waec do. Waec say we for introduce the CAS before the examination. When we talk about CAS, we talk about continuous assessment for somebody where they listen outside the under. And the first problem we get now the training we then conduct. If you introduce a new system, I think so we forget adequate training for the schools then familiar with a new system, particularly we get for do with technology. We for realize say most of the principals they're not IT inclined, and therefore what's there for happen if they not understand the system, except therefore hire the service of an information technology somebody. What do I do? They conduct a training of 2 hours for this whole system when they introduce. When I don't boil down to all of the problem we get so today. As a result of this training will not be adequate. What happens is that number one, we find out say them principal there for higher service of IT people, and the IT people like you get too much work in their hand. We make clear for meet up the time frame they become problem number one. Number two, the method we Waec use for transmit this information. Now the second issue we don't bring this kind of problem. Just like how Mr. Kamara don't say so. If Waec they introduce a new system, what to use for notary, Waec may they sell letter in all schools. Now you will tell you say they sell letter through social media. Number one, not all principal get a smartphone. Number two, the issue there is like the information not they come on time. Now the second problem that they will get. The third issue there also is like now where people that were even eligible for take the exam according to the Waec standard, where the principal they upload cash for them, then go pay for them. Then Waec they reject say they not go take the bank slip because they don't grant the school access one thing. Let's just explain this. Sometimes this school began upload 60 candidates for CAS when I know the Waec standard for this year. Then the closing date for entries, the first date now be the 16th of February. All the picky they not pay it. So because the school no want for make let the one who school not see it, the one they don't pay, then go pay for them in a bank and upload them. Then what happen? Waec open the portal back on the 21st of February. We close on the 28th. So their schools there, so where they meet that standard, the picky then upload cash for them. They say since the portal don't open, let the parents bring the money come, let them pay the money. The schools then go pay the money in a bank. Only for them carry the bank slip on a Waec. When they pick eligible according to the Waec standard, Waec say they're not going to take their bank slip there. And we go to an extent where we contact the Ministry of Education and reach all personnel in all authorities involved. At that situation, Waec still refuse. Even to a situation where we get a team and meet the CEO, the chief education officer, where the chief education officer cross-examine the principal and ask one by the principal for work out with him. We actually for work out with register. Principal and carry the register for sure. See them picky so now picky the way they inside the school. Well, where and carry this go, Waec no agree accepting. So we get picky the right now where they don't pay. Then at the cash where Waec they claim for, where then they're not going for take the exam, where they inside this number also. The first error I also is this: where Waec first of all open the portal, then tell we say the portal open from December 11 to January 31st. That portal not open at all during that session day. It was later, I have all of the correspondence which I can forward. It was later that on the 2nd of February, Waec bring out a letter, say they not me open the portal, but now the portal go open from the 3rd to the 16th. We are supposed to open for some. Now Waec open the portal for only 13 days, the 3rd to the 16th. When the issue begin. So when we get here, we begin forget the congestion at the portal, because every school they try for upload, and with the lack of technological knowledge of them place where they find that very difficult. And wait till let the public understand this new system where they introduce not one way friendly. Now one way very difficult for access. This careless mistake you make, your entry is not the goal, you're not able for upload. So that's the issue. And with all of their process there, we don't call on Waec and all other bodies involved. And they say, why make we not use the old system? Let's school they upload cast after exam. Who don't not uploading cast during the said period? We told the result or not produce result for them. But this system how we introduce, and with the short time, less than 1 day training, 2 hours training, we not feel say enough. And a justice to them pick here for let them not take the exam. And I pick it in rights after I don't go through 3 years senior secondary education for let take exam under that school. But wait till we see for this whole process. When I hear they call the attention of the necessary authority to wait till Waec they do. Waec they intentionally try for restrict people there for take the exam because they wanted to go sit private to ask exam.
All right. Now you don't measure a lot of concern them we wanna get against Waec. During the time when they do this training, as you mentioned, saying about 2-hour training, we are in most of the principal not too friendly with this particular system. When I meet Waec and explain it and say the challenges this one they get.
Yes. That's another problem we get. The post where they are IT presently is not accessible. Unlike the theory per Amil Timidity. Where per Amil Timidity, if a school get problem, you go talk, invite per Amil to school, it go can't guide you as to what you for do. Now, the post where they na the IT system, if for proving right, if yesterday the press conference will go make that clear. Let a neutral person go now Waec and ask say he want see, he just go in the form of a principal and say want see Mr. Turi. You go find out say he don't know they give you access. It's not accessible. And that's not the issue. When they do the training force, they organize a WhatsApp group where if you get problem, you for channel your problem to the WhatsApp group. What will begin for raise a lot of concern in they close the WhatsApp group without any communication, and up to today they talk to you. Up to the time the reports are closed, the WhatsApp group not be function any longer.
So what's the impact of all the challenges we you don't explain so on the school and the school picking up?
It gets serious impact. Number one, the parents are not okay because basically no go let follow you picking. Don't go school 3 years, you know, sit under the school, you go sit where you go, but rather they ask them for go sit private exam. When you go sit private exam, it means to say you're not eligible to the school testimonial. And basically, you know, they reflect, say, you take if you get the school testimonial, you know, they reflect, say, you take the exam under the school. And people don't get in traditional schools then, and the schools, they were not of their choice, where they want to let them pick and go, but basically, they're for proud of their school there. At the end of the day, you don't take the exam under their school there. Number two, the next thing they get is that if they deprive the picking of their right. If they deprive the picking of their right. We feel it's like, if now they can say that principals they're wrong, the picking are not for suffer for the principal. I mean to say, if evidence say principals are not correct, let the principals they be penalized, but not to for deprive the picking for take exam. The third thing also is like, the issue there is like, in as much as the training not adequate, we get more problem where they foresee next year. Now the main purpose that they will make clear we conduct do the press conference yesterday. The issue there is like already the portal don't close for that the SS2. We mean to say, because more schools than they will not accept because they get challenges there. We will try for regularize this year SS3 where for seat. They're not will meet up that situation. So they foresee a greater challenge next academic year. So we feel to say we for address this issue once and for all. And what do they ask for? We they ask say schools that the portal be open, the schools they are upload the was for this academic, they upload them CAS for this academic year. They'll get proper training for prepare for the next academic.
Will I get any statistics as to how much speaking or schools affected?
According to the present statistics, the ministry don't go around and check for their schools then and see how many schools, how many people they in school, and with some civil society organization, including Coalition for CRC. So take that. And what's happening now? The estimate in the give is something like 30,000 people.
Will be affected.
Will be affected.
Is this from the private school or for across the board?
Across the board, not only private schools. We the channel this issue because basically it's like it has to do with private schools believe in delivering of value. And what's the issue is like when you school not sit exam or sometimes you pick are not able to get access for sit exam. What it means to say to the school, it means to say the tendency for make the parents if you say you school not eligible for the take exam a day and you enrollment they definitely do.
Right.
So that is a concern to us.
Continue for the with me inside the program. In name na Reverend Victor O.M. Davis in the National Chairman for National Union of Private Schools as there is concern about issue we then get against Waec. We are in the say about 30,000 picking them not get for take this was exam because Waec don't lock the portal. Well, with the take break will come. Saliu Kamara can respond to some of the concern them we Reverend just raised at the program this morning.
UTB, Union Trust Bank, the game changer don't come. As we the lead, others they follow. And just with your mobile phone, you go transfer and receive money with ease, speed, and safety. UTB don't make it possible for collect money na ATM machine without the ATM card. Now that we call cardless ATM. You the UTB customer go send money to anybody and deposit and collect the money now any UTB ATM panel without any ATM card. All it can do now for just enter the reference code and collect the money. The UTB copper in safe day. With this UTB copper, any UTB customer can transfer copper with a mobile phone to anybody up to 5 billion loans. And with the reference code, the person can go to any UTB branch and collect the copper. Union Trust Bank, we there for you.
The program is still listening to the Good Morning Salon with the country from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. We don't get from Reverend Victor Davis from the National Union of Private Schools. Don't let them concerns them. Time for Saliu Kama for respond to them concern as Waec representative. Plenty concerns and plenty allegations them, and one key one are that when the lock reporter up on government was for ensure say picking and go seats private was we were able to make plenty money pound.
Yeah, thank you very much. So I can always talk say we mandate the people in this country give now for conduct exams and release results. And we don't want any school picking will eligible for that exams day for let it left out. Now I make all the open entries. Would they do engagement? Would they sit down so would they write letters and would they even can at the media? This year all open entries. Would they na other media platform with CPSS, MBSSC, don't talk them. Then we come for can remind school authority because then no now say within them periods they are for they do entries because it's in a continuous process. So CPSS representation, they the way this man they under where they communicate and get inform them for sure say we now want let any school picking will eligible for this examination let it left out. So then the private was not to exam so they would are eligible for them where it come you do entries. You know they advertise for private was for say we want restrict school picking them for let them know seats we then qualify them then come to private. Why would they open entries? Would they can already would they remind every day with the can already and apart from the social media day the letters they're all over there they say hey portal law open from this day to this day for let principal and do the entries. So that information they let them pull them now the system Alec will get 100,000 picking them will eligible for school exams. That year they will not get private was why still they exist. No, they do no injustice for school picking for let it go to private was. So then they let it clear. Then Reverend they talk about the cash system and new system. We not get any new system now. Waec. Cash na till way then be the upload. But waiting at the problem, then be the upload them after where they don't sit the examination. Then they actually start now for upload the student from in SS1 class, SS2 class, SS3 class. And this will delay the process of results. So where we go down do everything we don't do marking some school and they pass them begin call them back, then list them, they will present them to ministry. For let them call the school and for let them submit the continuous assessment and so that we will able to release results. For the past how many years, the other country they don't move away because of this disadvantage. We at the end some school picking and they say forget for withhold them results, then they not they send the cash. So now we thought and fit say, oh, because the other member country they don't begin this yearly cash, let we self-incorporate and 2021 somebody go then go train them. So where this person come, he train. He say now, waiting at the problem now, now we avoid that submission of cash from SS1, that bulk submission. Now, Lord, the submitter, when you promote your student from SS1, you go SS2, then we ask you for your SS1 cash. You self forget about them, so that you self they get another system. But for say the cash na new system, not a new system. Now the yearly now we say where you promote an SS1 to SS2, if you submit the SS1 cash for them. Then where you promote them back from SS2 to SS3, then you give you the SS2 cash to get them. So at the end of the day, by the time they sit that was now for SS3, you go don't submit back the SS3 cash for them. So that by the time the student they sit the exams now, no problem again. We'll not get for action for continuous assessment again. And know the process will result now, we can release results at any time. So the cash not a new system. It be day but now the yearly submission now in new. Then Reverend they talk say the training not enough the time for the training. Of course, I be don't make mention of Naya say the system what they use will just extract them offline. So that the IT people or the school authority then will able to handle the entries offline, then later they submit online. That extraction they now the same template will be there. So now, yes, then get accept say on a get problem. After the training, we get over 173,000 candidates. We then upload cash. Who side then get the training?
But not so everybody can learn.
Yes, we accept. Then after the training again, now they will create their WhatsApp group that if somebody gets problem, so that you go put on the group. Then from then, we regions they will create desk officers then because we will take note of all them here. Then from there, we provide manuals, we provide video tutorials, audio tutorials. Then
how true is it that when I close the WhatsApp group, we say when I create for them where they raise concern?
At the reach that side, but all them side and then. We create them in case somebody gets problem. If you then at the provinces, you go now branch offices them. If you dey Freetown, you can have Freetown office, then go assist you. We not say, of course, we not all not the land at the same time. But the training will accept say out of 100%, nearly 90% able to upload. You see, because of number we get. But the only thing we Reverend Noah mentioned, some school them doing then their way they ask for cards, they not get students them. We then they upload. And some then they even then for there why make we decide for only admin now they send. We detect say some people and they send inciting statements them, which then they make mention of them cast there. When now then they try for capitalizing our Waec. We open this cash here for the radio, and before even the process, we be then at the media, the sensitized school authorities for no say, hey, this system now, and now this now the requirement for they able upload entries next year 2024. We don't start them from 2022 2023. So all this we don't do. Okay. So if now they want capitalize the system, now new system, not a new system. The only thing needed for let them submit them early because we don't promote somebody from SS1 to SS2. If we get incarcerated for able to submit, and some then deliberately then say they know they do them, we get them message and then at the forum. Where then be they send some principle then now then they cause this trouble.
To be specific, what are the principle there?
Of course, principle all private school, even government assistants, who get the messages then. Okay. When it comes to time, even you can provide them. We then they say, we not upload one can this that. So negative statement they will then be there. And you come all who do engagement MBSSC, they even at the tail end will open this cast back when on November until like November, early November, is it the but to the late part of the entry for law open the entry. We open for 2 weeks again.
Okay.
We then be the CPSS, MBSSC with other stakeholders. They will meet back in Arukel. Then plead for this yearly cast. Now they will say, well, with the open entry for law meet up for do this with the open cast for let them meet up for do these entries. We open them back for 2 weeks.
Another
then later they not upload again.
Lots of concern in the way Reverend raise. One part then get for do it, the channel of communications. Now, within the normal procedure, if principal get issue with anything we Waec they do towards exam, within the platform or within the roadmap, where they can channel and complain to.
There will not get any barrier, school authorities. And we always they talk them, we not they hide them, even at the media, they come. But one thing is some people and then responsibility then can shift them, then give other people. Even students they will not confirm. Students then the way they get problem with school, then they send them our Waec. Because they will not go away now the school authority responsibility for come now Waec and see say, hey, my student gets so problem. But then they send students, they will say, no, if for school exams, now school authorities will deal with. We get problem, channel the problem to the school authority. The school authority, they come into the office, then will find a way. But they know they do them. As you open the entries, they write officially to MBSSC. Then they write to the school authorities, then back. And all the meetings, and before they do anything in the CPSS representation, they do anything. And then they take decision before Waec do anything. Educational stakeholders then at this from end. So if when they talk, say the method of communication not too appropriate, they know they get the information on time. When they get representation, now all the meeting then they take decision. Who they sit down, they listen. When they say this, we write, we implement. But nothing the way they do.
Now
the
trust of the discussion. Now the students then we get affected according to the school authorities. Then about 30,000. Waec can confirm this or deny it. Say about 30,000 picking and no go get opportunity for seats because Waec don't lock portal.
We know they confirmed it because not we get the school picking them, and we don't know the one that we not upload and the one that we don't upload. Now they will know.
If this come to una notice, say about 30,000 picking them no get for seats this year was because of una don't lock portal. Any opportunity there, what will be the reaction of Waec?
The reaction now we don't do so. We don't open the portal from November up to this February 28th. And now we don't get over 135,000 students there. We don't register. So if they want and they back not get for seat because of the 30,000, we then they allege, we will not they confirm. Lord, look at the number. We don't come now for we make preparation for the exam. And the one that we then allege, then left out. We know say any principle we get eligible picking them for let them sit the exam. Then period they are like we don't upload cast within 2-3 days. You go don't upload the entries. So if you the hang on until deadline pass, then come back, then talk. We open back deadline pass, then come back. We talk. We open back deadline pass. It means now allegations. Right. But the 135,000 who don't get now we for law will not make preparation for them. We then the one way then they allege back, we will not see it. So let them just choose.
All right. So now away from the principal, what's not the fate of them picking there at this point? Why get for we think, as way for a system picking there so that then we will take this exam?
But I don't make it clear say the portal and then self no say not to that portal they did. We self now online, we not get no access for say now we the opener, now we the closer.
So meaning picking there not get for take this.
Well, we know if not picking their way for sit these exams, then just they allege.
So the 30,000 allegation.
No allegation. Because we don't open the portal. How many, even before we open the last days them, that 16 to February 23 to the 28th. This allegation be done there.
Okay.
And doing then 10 day, we get over 30,000 picking the way upload back from the 23. Are they show now the after the program, are they show now the comments? Right. Before then 10 they will be there now the sensitization.
All right, so this portal where you say not only the open and locker, what are basically the controller?
Now out then they control them because Waec na 5-member country and for WAS na international examination.
Reverend, quick inputs before we go for a break.
Few things. One, I think it's the integrity about the exam we are concerned about here. Where Mr. Salu Kama in another program said 173,000 candidates have not voted. Next tell us about 195.
For CAS.
I'm coming. The next thing is that he's talking about schools that failed to upload and that they were waiting for candidates. We should not call names, but schools like Modern Elementary don't have candidates. So if it's school like that, we have school like Science World. We have very big schools. I'm just using these two schools. There are other schools that do have candidates. You cannot tell me these schools do not have candidates from SS1 to SS3. It's just that the information was not sent properly and the system is not friendly. These are the two things.
What the principals them look at issue with technology? Is that the case? That's the change way why I come with the effects on that?
That is the issue. That's another thing. He's saying there is no change. There is a change because we used to upload cards after exam. And now here is like we're uploading cards, 3 separate cards system, SS1, SS2, SS3, and it starts before exam. And that is basically the issue. So if the system is not friendly, basically most of the principals that do have problems are principals that have no computer, but basically do not have that in-depth knowledge to handle the situation.
All right. Reverend, you still emphasize on the system not friendly. At this point, una union of private schools, una get IT officer them now on different schools them.
Some schools do have, some do not have.
But again, somebody go say at this modern age, every school so far supposed to get IT officer, so that at some of them issues there will come up. Basically, principal not go or principal go to IT officer as way for reduce some of the burden, because the modern world now everybody they go digital.
I think I don't say this before. The issue now is like even some of the people we call IT people are not that. It's like they are not that inclined to that level we are in to handle this situation. In addition, the system was open in November after the intervention of Ministry of Education, and what Waec did was like to devise a system where in schools that did not upload appropriate number, we are unable to. The next thing that I left out, the issue about transfer. Assume someone was attending my school in S1, and now in S2, basically for some reason, the person decides to attend your own school. And that's another problem. All those, including my own school, I have transfer cases for which I submitted transfer certificate, and they told me that I was late after I've paid for this candidate. They told me I am late already, and the candidate cannot take exam. As I talk with you, I have my receipt for extra 11 candidates with transfer certificate submitted with a letter to Waec, and they said that I'm late.
Okay.
And the issue there is that Waec never state a period where you from this period to this period is for transfer case. The whole issue is like that the communication method is clumsy.
Okay, continue for stay with me inside the program. Reverend Victor Davis, Chairman National Union of Private Schools, it raised them concern according to them, but 30,000 picking them deprived of the opportunity for according to Waec. This is not just an allegation. The program that Good Morning Salute the Council from 98.1 FM. We'll go for a short break inside the program. We'll come back and continue to look at the issues. Good morning, Saloni, the country from 98.1 FM. He said the program we continue for look at issues. We take Kwampa with headline stories, and we said the Deputy Minister for Health One, Dr. Charles Nesisi, according to report, we Hill Salon do show say maternal mortality reduced from over 400 per 100,000 life birth to less than 300 now the country. Talk this way, they see the Global Health Salon go give medicine and medical equipment them to the maternity unit now the Bo Government Hospital. From on this weekend,
on behalf of our executive officer, Dr. Vanessa Kay, and the rest of the staff of Seed Global Health, we are very much delighted to present these items to the Deputy Minister of Health for the Bo Government Hospital, especially the maternity unit.
That's the voice of the country director at Seed Global Health Sierra Leone, Mustafa Soni. Be the hand over medicine and medical equipment them for the maternity units at the Bo Government Hospital, where Seed Global Health Sierra Leone. Now one part the organization them, where don't they complement government efforts for achieving universal health coverage and salon as over the past year them. This organization don dey give medical support and self-trained midwifery dem na different parts na the country. And over the weekend, this organization don go hand over medicine and medical equipment dem to the maternity units na the Bo government hospital. Outside the country, Director na Seed Global Health Sierra Leone, Mustapha Soni, bin talk about wetin lead to this support. Na the maternity units na the Bo government hospital.
In 2022, maternal death was like 59, right? Who did 1 year? That has now have to like 31, right? And again, this year, some more than the last 2023, because zero maternal death, like in July 2023, September 2023. So the effort will all put together, the working staff there, the midwives there, and we say will educate us on what we do, and that would don't say don't happen. So if we say this going a long way again for reach the ministry in code, what they want for really reduce maternal mortality to less than 300. In fact, they are far, they say they don't reach almost 100. So what for make sure say by God empower people, sisters and mama then they come born, we say they go die.
In continue say, as way for reduce maternal death na Bo government hospital, make them go give medicine and medical equipment them, wey cost about 259,000 leones.
Various things, drugs, consumables, medical equipment. I can see we really come for country today. Then to work out an about it costs around 259 million leones, about 259,000 millions. It's about $11,000 US dollars. So kind of government hospital because for since 2022 July, we don't partner with the School of Midwifery, we train the students in, they would bring them at the hospital. They spend 30% at the faculty, they will spend 70% at the bedside because it's skills training, competency training. As they do that, with the build the capacity of the nurse, they train them well, they require things and they need tools for work with. Right? Even if you train the best doctor or the best midwife, they require tools. So they've done the terrorist we need for support them. So they itemize the list very important commodities. So let's say they will buy and they see procure for them. And for the hand over donation for them to the Central Ministry of Health in Freetown. They can also at that time they can donate.
Dr. Usman Kake, na the medical superintendent na the Bo government hospital, say the medicine and equipment wey Seed Global Health don give them go reduce maternal death na the Bo government hospital.
It go help for reduce the death them. Deaths go always happen, but we fight like what we say and for more reduce them, especially preventable deaths. Deaths they boku of about them don't they die because of things that you prevent. So this way don't come, it go help for reduce the maternal death. Especially in the maternity area, we know they get challenges with some of the consumables, equipment. Especially in the maternity area, we know they get challenges with some of the consumables, equipment, and well now the latest challenge we don't get now the issue around blood. Wherein because up to October last year we been get under the Saving Life too. We get IRC we been they can't donate blood. Then they go do community engagement, then the blood then go count in our bank. And normally when them blood then they one of the highest cause of maternal deaths now due to hemorrhage, that not bleeding. And we from woman they bleed, you get for replace the blood. So normally we IRCB they do they get there for save life. But now from October we be done, we know they get challenge.
Where in the talk, the Deputy Minister of Health 1, Dr. Charles Senesi say maternal mortality now one part the goal them what the ministry wants for achieve, as this is say according to reports from Il Salon, say maternal mortality don't reduce below 300 in the country.
Maternal mortality is one of the greatest goals we want to achieve. And I thank Matron for taking us through the historical path we've come. At the moment, we are at 443 per 100,000 life birth. We are now, based on latest figures we are getting from Hill Sierra Leone, we've gone to about 313. And that's not all. Latest now, we keep it below 300, while in the late 290. There's now validation for WHO, but we can see that we are on the right path. Thanks, Sierra Leone, is always part of that success story. As I say, you are complementing the effort of the government, and we stop no hurdle until we tip it down to the level that we all be proud about.
Dr. Charles Senesi end up say government through the Ministry of Health will continue for work with the development partner them for CISE, they able to achieve universal health coverage by 2030 for the Society for Radio Democracy. Mia Karifa to content the report.
The program Good Morning Salon, they continue inside the program to take other issues. The Minister of Basic and Senior Secondary Education, Conrad Saki, don't say in order to again the ministry go begin give electronic tablet to head of school them. With this is say then go use them for take attendance of teacher them where they go to school for good teach. Gonna Saki talk this way immediately do the State of Education report, where Institutes of Governance Reform IGR and other civil society them pull nado. Well, Adeyemi Jackson gets more and gonna report.
The Institute for Governance Reforms, IGR, then be established inside 2013 as an independent multidisciplinary public policy research think tank in the country. Since that time to now, IGR done the work with different organizations then for pull different reports we get for do with the country development one, as we for CC government know about the achievement and challenge them. Since government introduced the free quality education, make IGR with other civil society organizations there. Don't do one report with title The State of Education 2023 report. With this report, now forget feedback from stakeholder them, more especially parent them, on the current state of education in the country. And Lavali, and the director for the Institute for Governance Reforms, IGR, start to talk about the objective we did behind this report, we then do.
The objective of this report is to generate feedback. Sometimes people in far-flung communities hardly reach authorities, even at the district level, let alone the national level. So it's consistent with the idea that no one should be left behind, that we canvass the opinion of 2,400, of course, in urban areas and rural communities, to ensure that their feedback in a more constructive way feed into policy conversations like this. So often you can see people shout on radio, you can shout on in your communities, but authorities can act on feedback that is constructively channeled to them. And that's why when we showed you the video, we showed a video of a debate, State of Health and Education report a few years ago.
And continue say, from the report we then do show say, but 20% of teachers then keep absent in class. Where this is say, the Ambok School Pikin land book 1, and self say, one improvement where they fail not during the term, where then they do this report, and that the kingdom with Bele gets confidence for sit down a class with them company them.
As you can see, the report is a mix of many things. It shows highs and lows, areas where parents are satisfied and areas where parents need improvement. So, for example, with the introduction of the radical inclusion policy a few years ago, a lot of parents are now seeing that there is some inclusivity in the schools. The way people from persons with disability are being treated now is different from how it used to be before. Pregnant women and girl mothers, the way they are being treated now is different, even being allowed to sit in class with other kids. There are concerns around teacher attendance. We have about 20% of parents saying that there are sometimes they do not see teachers arriving on time, of telling teachers that parents are watching, that next year this report will be published as well. And the feedback, we only hope that by next year, we see greater improvement in the next State of Education 2024.
Inside Komon-Tok, the head of European Union delegation at Salon, Manuel Alexandra Mula, say since 2016 to now, EU done the support government for improve the standard of education at the country, and say the report where IGR and the partner do could help government for address some of the challenge them. We're still there at the education sector.
Since 2016, the European Union's support to the education sector using different aid modalities at different levels, for example, in primary, secondary education and TVET. The European Union has been supporting institutional capacity development to relevant policy frameworks for teacher recruitment and management, but also investing in school infrastructures. To further pursue this, the European Union joined the multi-donor trust fund managed by the World Bank and to support the free quality education flagship program of the government. I'm convinced that this kind of exercise provides a valuable feedback for policymakers and will support the government's aim to improve the governance and accountability in the educational sector.
Where it talk before a poll Nado, the State of Education Report 2023 Nado, the Minister for Basic and Senior Secondary Education, Conrad Saki, say, then the ministry take the report serious one, as this report show the improvement where government don't do in the education sector.
And this report is a useful tool to give us an indication of how we're performing and at least how the beneficiaries of our services see us perform. We will then use the findings to make sure that we improve on our services, and we hope that in the next round of evaluation, we will do better.
It continues say, and not go say again, a ministry go begin get electronic tablet to heads of schools them, where them for use for take register of teacher them where they go school.
In the area of teacher absenteeism, we've started work on that. We have a project called Media where we're going to distribute tablets to school leaders, and they will use that tablet to take registers, digital registers of their teachers. And so we can use that to monitor how we're doing with regards to teacher absentees. But it's important. The teachers have a code of conduct also, which sets out the expectations that we have of them. So as professionals, we expect them to be able to meet some minimum threshold in terms of their attendance. And if they are not going to come to school for whatever valid reason, then of course they have to be able to inform the school so that adequate measures can be taken.
Conrad Saki and say the ministry go look inside the recommendation them where they inside this report so that the standard of education go improve past how a day for the Society for Radio Democracy. Adeyemi Jackson, the report.
The program Good Morning Salon, we continue inside the program now. We go online and get the National Coordinator for Civil Rights Coalition, Alfonso Mali, as now one of the civil society them. We don't monitor school business in the country. Hello, good morning, Alfonso. Your name?
Yeah, good morning, and good morning to listeners and viewers online.
All right. Now you don't listen to concern them. We the principal and don't make, and same way, so you don't listen to response from Waec. Basically, as civil society, we want to make up of this particular issue.
Point one for cow this issue, but I just also add to the report we IGL submit that we the further call for that report be valid. The ministry without validation are not think it add up. So now we get a validation where a wider stakeholder will sit down and look at the reports so we can critique them and make them more better. Thank you very much. Firstly, we talk about a system now, so we don't transit from one system to another. We all know say Waec is charged with the responsibility for conduct examination for students them. Then they conduct local examination when are NPSC and Becker, and then they conduct international examination when are WAS, CCA, ACCA, and other examination them. But the government in principle of education hanging on leaving no one behind. Leaving no one behind means those people that are legitimate for benefits for whatever services governments they create or offer in education. Then they also including for let them ensure say they sit to an examination. First of all, we all know say schools they submit CAS after the examination. There are challenges with that. But again, if Waec they come with a system waiting them for the submit CAS before the examination, it's not bad. But how we for ensure say that system did not disadvantage government school, government assisted and private school. We are in the system as we speak now, don't disadvantage government school, government assisted school and private school. How? I don't listen all the explanation. For instance, if you give an IT training for a very new system, it is but fit after I don't get the training, you try the system for 2 to 3 years. If you know they get issues or challenge again, you can make the system a hard and fast rule. We there on the view or opinion of principles, then we don't talk say the 2 hour training not be enough. And most of them not get IT officer at the school. And the IT officer that they contact outside, he does do this job, whether when they submit a wait for confirmation or not, because they are not part of the school system, the principal will not understand, but IT not go know. So it is about fit that this system where Waec may talk for. So Waec if you don't get a trial period. When you get a trial period, you're going to now say, there are issues of them picking the way they transfer from one school to another. There are issues in private schools, so parents can go pay quick and they not pay quick.
Alfonso, now as you just reformed the chairman for private schools, he say about 30,000 picking them now basically get for take this particular exam. At this point, waiting on civil society expect from Waec?
When you know upload and cast it, the Albert Academy, convents, both school, majority of private schools, majority of government assisted school. And this not so the reason of the picking their own omission or the negligence.
Alfonso.
This has to do with the entire system.
Alfonso.
You have to look at how the ministry they function. You have to look at how Waec they function. You have to look at the conduct of principle them.
Alfonso.
So the picking enough for suffer for somebody in action or inaction. Yes.
Now, my question where I asked at this point, because we're not going to better time again inside the program. What do I expect from Waec as you hear from the principal? We are in a say about 30,000 picking and nugget for take this exam.
Well, let me use this opportunity for commend the leadership of MBSS, including the minister, the CEO and the deputy CEO and other one them, with our rights to Waec for ensuring Waec will open the portal for them upload cash. I am telling you, if them picking not upload cash, over 30,000 picking will be disadvantaged. The ministry had the responsibility for scrutinize them picking there, because I know for sure that you get some unscrupulous people that they bring picking they were not supposed for right was. When they take money from them picking and they may not they talk for them. And they talk for them legitimate one, then they will get legitimate. We believe say if you look at the legitimate one, and not go reach 30,000. But huge number of picking them will be left out. Whether one they go very bad, they not will get opportunity again for right government was. And it's government they promote a principle say leaving no one behind. Access for all. It is disadvantageous to them. You know when they promote radical inclusion and they implement a policy where they radically exclude pupils for seat examination. So therefore, based on that letter with the minister, all right, we believe say Waec will open the portal for cash. And whenever they make open portal, let make the public get this clear. Then they open for schools that we don't get reference, somebody don't submit cash. Now the number they open for, those are for the other and for upload.
Plenty,
but
thank
again,
you.
the ministry for take stringent measure, including TSC.
Plenty, thank you, Alfonso, we joining inside the program this morning.
We're not eligible. So thank you very much.
Plenty, thank you, we joining inside the program this morning. In name Alfonso Malin, the National Coordinator for Civil Rights Coalition. As since I've done in position, we are in the Colon government and Colon Waec for open the portal back so that we can them go take the WAS exam. Musa?
The program na good morning. Saluni, they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. When I don't send una concerns on 077981981 and also on our Facebook page. Not time follow look at some of the messages them when I don't send. Now the program so far, the first one now is 077981981. They say Radio D. Even my daughter at Methodist Girls High School told me yesterday that her name was left out. I will have to make a follow up at the school.
And this one say, is it true that Nigeria and Ghana and other countries portal still open?
This one, they say, please ask what if a pupil is eligible to take the exam but not registered? What will Waec do? Because it's the child's fundamental right to education.
And this other one say, why the illegal increment of WAS fees for private schools without communication to the school authorities?
This one from Mystic Nadwazak now Facebook page. They say one of the core mandates by the current administration is an inclusive approach to education. West Africa Examination Council should be considerate. The said figure is alarming. 30,000 is a huge number. It will affect the mental well-being of the affected pupils.
And this other one say, even when the school center was restored in 2002, up till now, our school SLMB is not taking the exam on our campus. This is causing problem for both schools, authorities, and candidates from JFK.
This one from Jeremiah Gebanda. Then on Facebook page they say Waec is deliberately rejecting eligible candidates from taking the WASC exam for them to take the private WASC.
And this other one I go take. This one say technology is our greatest problem. Those principals need to employ IT professionals to help them out. To come out from Joseph Josiah.
This one they say, why is Waec stopping repeaters from taking the exam? That all repeaters should go for private WAS.
And this other one say, them principally are self get problem small.
This one, okay. Continue for sending comments on 0779819181 or go on our Facebook page and drop your comment on issues that we will discuss. You get any concerned comment for Waec, then in the studio or for the school heads them, then in the studio, but with them messages that also they come to. Yes, Usman?
Yeah, I get one from Mystic Nado Azakwiarini say one of the core mandates by the current administration is an inclusive approach to education. West Africa Examination Council should be considerate. They said figures is alarming. All right.
Well, from the message, so we come back to we studio guests them for respond to some of the messages the more I don't send. I start with Sami from Waec.
Yeah, thank you very much. The Texas then. Now I come to the issue of this 30,000 candidates. I be telling us we get audio now where the person writes message to HEBO, Chief Minister MBSSC, where he make mention of this 30,000 from the 19th February, where audios then they, where he talk about them. So from this 19th February, this 30,000, where then they allege, we open the portal again the 21st of February to the 28th. And then they will get less than 60,000 candidates they will be don't enter. Now they get me clear. So from that the 21 day up to this moment, Sabiamos now get our portal we don't enter 135,000. So inside this 30,000, the way a constant number, they move.
So meaning at this point,
from the 19th February, where this 30,000 day, we can't open the portal the 21 February.
So meaning at this point, Waec not believe say this 30,000.
Of course, but you allege now they open the portal the 21 to the 28th, then we get over 30,000 we enter. So nearly, let's say half of the number we don't enter. Now enter, but we get less than 50,000 entering, and now we don't get over 135,000. So this 30,000 still not move from the 19th February. We open back the 21st February. So the public, let them not be deceived by these social media messages them. So somebody talk about eligible candidates them for take the exam, let them not deprive them. We not they deprive any candidate. They make the open entries. So they call on stakeholders them. Then they can the media for tell them say now the school authority then responsibility for register them candidate them upload them not to Waec they go to school. You begin register the candidates there. So if then they will open entry from December up to this February 28th, they know go register. Then that one they don't register over 135,000. We get for prepare for them for let them sit the exams again. So then they not to Waec for register. Can somebody they talk about illegal increment of WAS fee for private school? Will not get any illegal fee. Then fees that will they increase. They will get education stakeholders then. Who they present the education stakeholders then and then they approve CPSS representation they. So now Waec not they just sit down no more and tomorrow I say no what's now like this. Although yes the economic trend then fees they are all small. We look at the freighting of them the material there from other member countries then. So somebody they talk so SLMB they don't put them at center then be banned then they don't withdraw the ban and not take the exams, it's not the center. Center not to compel an issue. They look at the space. If other schools really they take the exam, they're able to accommodate them. But the tell they get tightness, will create new centers.
Okay.
So not to for just create number because you school for these centers. Repeater not to why actually repeater not take that in a government will not get the mandate for telling they not sit. Not to
quick one before we come to Reverend. Somebody that asked me mock SS3 mock affect WAS results. Yes, to Salim from Waec. Mock the affects results.
No, we not have mock.
Okay,
assessment because I will merge with the terminal assessment. The mock na school exams and the way they conduct for sometimes for letting candidates even for take the WAS.
Reverend will not get better term inside the program, but you go respond to text messages them. But primarily, why you get concerned say this figure, this 30,000 figure, where heads of schools and they say they're not the ghost number. You can clarify who said this 30,000 common for listeners and viewers of Radio Democracy.
Okay, I think Alfonso are one of the people we don't go. We organization also don't confirm that number. Schools and government and state schools, we still get issue. We they're not able to enter.
So this one is from Civil Rights Coalition when I get them.
Not only civil rights, even our ministry. The issue there is that the issue is this. It is like for every day you put together, you see the number they increase. Because it's like what we don't do now as a union, we do a letter to the ministry. We don't tell all the schools the way get candidate to left out. Let them send the school in number, the contact person, the school in name, and the school in code. So I will put a comprehensive list. Because not to the first platform this way, they negate this particular aspect. But we will try to put all of that together for ensure we do that. In terms of the side of the ministry, we get a situation where ministry give we quota away the for seat. We're gonna Waec say they're not eligible because they're not enter cars. It only come to this same thing. In terms of the increase of fees, the 2 years back we were in Waec Parliament, and Waec make a very clear and say the mandate for increased fees now every 4 years, for example. Waec increased fees last year. That makes schools in private schools they emphasize because we get that record. So that they increased fees last year and this academic year about the increased fees. But that will be actually absorbed because what Waec they claim about the economic trend and they talk about the rate of the dollar as against the loans. But if it has come to a situation where people are willing to pay even this illegal amount, because for we illegal, and you say they are not to take the exam, people have even paid, they are rejecting the candidate. We feel say there is something clandestine in this whole thing.
So at this point, what do you want?
We still they depend on the ministry because the truth of the matter is it's like this particular ministry don't work with private schools so much that we get that cordiality, that collaboration. Where basically we can go back to the ministry. We still depend on the ministry and are responsible for education nationally. For let them see the need for making Waec open the portal because the reality is like Waec supports for the other Ministry of Education.
Okay, plenty. Thank you guys who are joining inside the program this morning, Musa.
Yes, Mr. Salu, they plead for let the portal be open. Is it possible?
No, but we don't open the portal. I tell you, say preparation and they now for even waiting then candidate there are over 135,000.
So you need to open again.
So for this number, we not the move as I say. For now we can't open portal again. So
portal not open again, not possible?
Not possible.
Can I please say last year we get over 280,000. So what do you talk about with this? That is close to 280. It's less than what took the exam last year.
Plenty,
yes,
thank you.
Because
plenty,
this 30,000.
Plenty,
we open entries for them. Now the same 30,000.
Plenty, thank you for John. We said the program according to you plead now for make portal open according to Waec not possible let portal open. Whether democracy will continue for look at this issue. Plenty thank you for John. We today edition of the program. Good Morning Salon will be look at the concern from principals them of schools and school heads and say, but 30,000 picking them not able to take this year's work because then Waec don't lock portal and according to Waec, they not believe say this number they exist and they're not going for open portal again. Plenty thank you to the production team and Fatmata Samura and Jaffa Man this we make on civil live na Facebook and DJ Cliff for technical support. So student Musa Kamara say bye bye.
My name is Usman Kamara.
Different platform for news every day now we country alone for education, entertainment, political affairs, TV. We got enough Tanga one inside Sierra Leone like a big country. We breeze not a shit.